Trilogy at Vistancia is one of the most popular 55 plus communities among the residents here in Phoenix because it really offers everything. They have resort style amenities. They have an awesome championship golf course. They have outdoor pools. They have indoor lap pools. They have spas, weight rooms, workout rooms, anything you could imagine. They also have a huge social culture here with tons of community groups. My name is Keegan McDowell and I help people relocate to the Phoenix Valley every single day. Whether you are single, young couple, have a young family, or are a retiree looking for a place to snowbird in the winter and you want to check out some of the 55 plus communities here in the Phoenix Valley. If this is you and you are on the move here to the southwest corner of the United States, feel free to call or text me at any time and I would love to give you the help that you are looking for. Today we're going to do a walkthrough of Trilogy at Vistancia. I'm going to show you all the amenities. I'm going to show you what it's like to live here, what the neighborhood looks like, and just give you an idea of what it could look like to live here. So as we take you inside this community and give you a tour through all its amenities and all that the community has to offer, I want to start with what exactly makes Trilogy at Vistancia unique. Let's first start with location. It is located in the northwest corner of the city of Phoenix. It's technically not the city of Phoenix. It is technically Peoria, Arizona, and it's pretty far out in the middle of the Sonoran Desert mountain range. So it offers some beautiful views. It offers a lot of desert landscaping. It is in the heart of Vistancia, which is an award-winning master plan community here in the greater metro area of Phoenix. Trilogy at Vistancia was meticulously planned for active adults. You're going to see that when we go through some of the amenities later on. The next aspect of Trilogy at Vistancia that I want to cover is just the lifestyle and the amenities that the community offers. It is truly a paradise for older adults that want to stay active later into life. There are so many pickleball courts, tennis courts, there's a full 18-hole championship golf course, and there are state-of-the-art fitness centers in both the Kiva and the Mita Club right here on the property. There are two styles of pools here on the grounds of Trilogy. You have the indoor lap pool, more for exercise and swimming laps, but you also have the outdoor pools that are more resort style where you can relax, read a good book, or take a dip in the pool during the hot summer months here in Phoenix, Arizona. As far as the social life goes here in Trilogy at Vistancia, it is a constantly packed social calendar. There are daily events, there's dozens of clubs, there's different groups that you can get involved in, and pretty much for every interest you could imagine. There's art classes, there's wine tasting classes, there's book clubs, music groups, holiday parties, different groups that go out on the golf course together, and all of it pretty much happens at the heart of the community in the Kiva Club. As you can see, as we walk through the Kiva Club here, there are a ton of community spaces for you to sit with friends, to slow down, maybe have a cup of coffee with a friend, or get a group of 4 or 5 to sit together and play cards. There's a billiards room here, there's TVs. As I walk down the hallways here, there are different rooms that are separated that can be rented out for the different clubs to have access to. There's a library here. There are endless amounts of community spaces to where you can be social and plan different events for you and your friends. There's a full bar for refreshments here right in the Kiva Club. And as we continue down the hallway, you can see here is the lap pool in the Kiva Club. And as we move down, you can see that this is where the spa and the fitness center is, as well as a room for different classes to be held. Yoga, Pilates, and other group fitness classes happen right here in the Kiva Club. And then as we make our way to the outdoor patio, you can see there are tons of areas to sit. There is a garden back here in the back of the Kiva Club, and here is one of the 2 resort style pools here in Trilogy at Vistancia with different shaded areas and some other areas to soak up the sun. This is one of the nicest patios in all of the 55 plus communities here in the valley and truly offers you a resort like style clubhouse where it feels like you're constantly on vacation. As far as dining goes in the community, you do not have to go outside the community gates for a great meal. There is an on-site restaurant called V's Tap Room that I have actually personally been to myself a few times, and the food here is absolutely incredible. It is connected to the back of the golf club here at Trilogy Vistancia, so you can actually watch the golfers come in on 18 to finish their rounds. There's an outside patio, and there's also great seating inside as well as a full bar. One of the things that V's Tap Room is known for is their wood fire pizza. They have an old brick oven inside the restaurant that that cooks some of the best fresh pizza in all of Phoenix. But if you do want to go outside of the gates, Vistancia is booming. It is growing every single day, and there are more and more restaurants, grocery stores, and different options of things to do if you want to get out into the community. As far as some of the other options go for being active in this community, there are tons of walking trails here in Trilogy at Vistancia. There are golf cart paths and landscape trails as well that are designed to keep you moving, healthy, and just give you an outlet to get out in the community with friends if that's what you're up for. This is just a couple of the reasons why Trilogy at Vistancia is so popular, and there are a ton of 55 plus communities here in Phoenix. I'm highlighting one today, but if you are interested in my free 55 plus community guide that just covers all the basics of the different 55 plus communities here in the Valley, feel free to call, text, or email me, and I will send that right over to you free of charge. If you are somebody who watches my channel, you know that I am always going to be honest. So as far as some of the trade-offs that go hand in hand with the community of Trilogy at Vistancia, I will say that the HOA here in Trilogy at Vistancia is known for being comprehensive and well-maintained, but they do tend to be a little strict. They do enforce some quite meticulous landscaping and home colors and upkeep standards at a pretty tight level. Some of my clients in the past and buyers have loved this uniform look and want to be involved in a community that holds a high standard, but also some of them have found it to be quite restrictive and don't want those kind of rules hanging over their head. As far as availability and competition goes for the Trilogy of Vistancia, homes in this community sell super fast. It is a highly sought after community, especially for the 55 plus options here in the West Valley, and specifically the golf course lots and the ones with desert landscaping views. The first being the single story level homes typically are going faster. As you get into an older age, you definitely don't want to have to deal with steps, and being in Phoenix, Arizona, you don't want to have to cool down a 2-story house. The second type of house that tends to go quicker are the ones with either a golf course view or a desert landscape view, you know, something with more of a scenic back porch. People are going to be looking after those, and those definitely go off the market a little bit quicker. Most of the homes that become available here in this community are resale homes, because a lot of the 55 plus master plan part of Vistancia is largely built out, and there really isn't much room for a ton of new builds here. There is a newer section of the 55 plus community of Trilogy at Vistancia. That is where the Meta Club is actually, but you do have to go outside the gates of the main part of Trilogy of Vistancia where the Kiva Club is and the golf course is to get to the other section of Trilogy at Vistancia. As far as customization goes, there isn't a ton of that in this community because you are more than likely buying a resale home. But what you see is largely what you're going to get unless you do an expansive remodel of the home. While many of the homes here at Trilogy at Vistancia are kept up well and maintained at a high level, some of them even redone, if you are somebody that's looking for a really big lot where you can kind of do your own thing with your house, this is probably not going to be the community for you. And one of the last things to know that may not be one of the more positive things about the Trilogy at Vistancia community is that Phoenix, Arizona is one of the most popular snowbird cities in the entire United States. From about October or November through April to May, the community amenities and golf course are going to be a lot busier than that of the summer months. There are some people that do rent out their homes to snowbirds in those 6 to 7 months where the weather here in Phoenix is beautiful. The community is going to feel a little bit busier and a little bit more crowded. If you are somebody who is considering making a move here to Phoenix, Arizona, and you are in that 55 plus category and you're thinking, okay, is Trilogy at Vistancia for me? I would say the best type of person for Trilogy at Vistancia is a 55 plus individual or couple who really wants to stay active. It is perfect for those who want to get into the warm weather and also stay active with other like-minded people similar to their age range. If you are somebody who wants to make fast friends and are socially motivated, this is a perfect community for you. You are going to be able to get into a group, you're going to meet people fast, and if being social is something you want to do later in life, Trilogy at Vistancia would be a great option for you as well. Getting a little bit more specific here, if you are somebody who wants to continue to enjoy 2 specific sports into your later age, those being specifically golf and pickleball, then Trilogy at Vistancia would be a great option for you. I am a huge golfer myself, and Trilogy Golf Club is one of my favorite golf courses in the entire valley. It is not an easy course. You can play the course up to 7,200 yards from the tips. And for those of you who love pickleball, there are a ton of pickleball courts that are constantly being used. So whether you are just a casual or you want to get competitive, there are both of those options for you in terms of pickleball and golf here in this community. Lastly, if you are somebody who is highly structured and want that community that's well run and meticulous in the way it's run and offers you peace that's not going to be disturbed, Trilogy at Vistancia would be a great place for you as well, just because of the high level of HOA that it has here in the community. The standards are high, everything is super well maintained, and it's an environment that you are going to step into and love right away. I would say that the one person that Trilogy at Vistancia is a buyer who would prefer to land in a large acreage property to put their custom dream retirement home on and to not be bothered by other people. That is not something you're going to find here. You're going to have an HOA, you're going to have community involvement, you're going to have people outside walking or driving their golf carts in front of your house. If you're somebody who wants a large plot of land and a custom home, then I would say Trilogy at Vistancia is probably not there for you. As far as the housing market goes, an entry-level 2-bedroom home is going to start in the mid 500,000s. The mid-range homes with an open concept or modern upgrades or a 3 to 4 bedroom house is going to be in the $650,000 to $800,000 range. Some of the larger homes or the more upscale homes with premium locations or a golf course view or a pool or super modern upgrades is going to be above $850,000 to $1 million range here in this community. A lot of them do have open floor plans, some of them do have courtyards, and a lot of the kitchens here in the homes at Trilogy at Vistancia are beautiful. In this current market, homes at Trilogy at Vistancia are averaging under 30 days on market from the time that they get listed to the time that they sell. So they are going quicker than the average home in the greater city and metro area of Phoenix. A lot of the high demand comes from out-of-state buyers, probably somebody like you watching this video right now, who are seeking that escape and the resort style living, you know, maybe after you retire or when you start to work less, or if you're coming from a cold weather state and you want to start snowbirding in those cold weather months and come to sunny Arizona. The HOA fees in this community, in my opinion, are reasonable because of all that they have to offer and the high level amenities that they have, but they are a little comprehensive. You can expect the HOA fees to be in the couple $100s a month, somewhere between $200 to $400 a month for everything. This covers security, the common areas, and access to both the Kita and the Mita clubhouse facilities. You'll have the standard Maricopa County property taxes, which is just based on assessed value of your home. And one positive about Vistancia is that there are no communities facility district fees, which are often included in a lot of the master plan communities around Phoenix. So that is a plus about living in Vistancia. So as you can see, Trilogy at Vistancia is one of the highest level and most sought after 55 plus communities here in Phoenix. And it is important to know exactly what you're getting into as you go through the process of picking the 55 plus community that's right for you. I actually have a free 55 plus community guide that just covers all the differences between the different communities here in Phoenix. Fees, what they offer, amenities, my personal opinion on them, on what you get. If you are interested in this free guide, just shoot me an email or send me a text. I will drop my information below and I will send that to you completely free of charge. So if you are thinking about buying or moving to Trilogy at Vistancia, or this video maybe changed your mind about your decision, there are a ton of other 55 plus community options here in the valley. So please give me a call or shoot me a text. I would love to help find the right community that is perfect for you. And if you want to watch a video on how beautiful the city of Phoenix is, click right here.